another episode of the Street Sheet Podcast. Yeah, chilling, been shooting the shit. Decided just to press record now. We got two guests with us. We got my son Isaac, of course, and then we got Chris. What's going on, guys?
How you doing?
Y'all good?
Yeah, we had a funny. We're not gonna get into it here. We
We
had a very funny conversation.
Fuck you.
Heartbreaking,
Heartbreaking
heartbreaking content.
Heartbreaking conversation.
Wow.
Ruined childhoods.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But yeah, what's going on, guys? Y'all chilling?
Loving life.
Loving life.
I paid $6 for mozzarella sticks just now.
That's a little heartbreaking.
$6 for 5 mozzarella sticks. You bugging out? You go to Checkers, get 6.
I thought he said it was 5 something.
No, he said like $5.99.
In the
He
mic.
was
You
made
can't
up.
even hear you. You talking to the fucking camera.
You hear him.
They like made up a random ass price. They were like $5.95, my friend. I was like, what?
That gyro was not the best.
How was your Philly, bro?
It's all good.
Not the best.
Not the best.
It's all good.
I finished it, but
You
But
finished?
that-
of course, because I paid for that shit.
Ock food.
They're not ox though. They were playing mad like bachata in there, bro.
Yeah, but they
You
were
see,
not
like Evan
Spanish.
Tuda, like Robert Santos and
They
shit.
were
I don't
trying
know,
to
that's
blend in. They're
Yeah,
trying
they're
to
trying to
blend
fit
in.
in,
Ox
Chris.
at the
Give him a
table.
break.
Give
Trying
them
to
a
fit
break.
into the
Trying to
community.
fit into the white girl and shit.
But yeah, Isaac, homie, last time I
Yo.
talked to you was a while ago. It was before the first Lucid Dreams, Florida.
Oh, man.
That was the last time you were on this show.
That shit's deep, damn, bro.
That shit was deep. That was the first show you had traveled for.
Yeah.
Now, what the fuck you been up to, homie?
Oh, man. West Coast. West Coast vibes.
vibes.
West Coast vibe, and yeah, it's way better than. Cause Tampa was sick, but I just like. I don't know. I feel like the energy's better over there in the West Coast.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Like.
So you're more of a Tupac person instead of a Biggie person, basically.
Oh,
Yeah, like
Cool.
it's always like East Coast. I get like fucking like everyone's like into drama and shit. I'm not with that. And
Gotcha.
LA, they respect that. Shout out to Ray Raimundo. They respect the craft.
Oh,
In the West
shout out
Coast.
another podcast on your
In the
own
West
podcast,
Coast.
bro.
What a plug.
Had to.
What a
He's
plug.
the homie. Yeah. I like LA a lot though, man. Like I've been going to LA. We just did Vegas. Want to do New York, and then probably
What's your number one? What's
ever.
your number one? Like if
Ever?
they were like, yo, you could run anywhere you want
Yeah,
right
New
now.
York. Yeah, New York.
New York would be the number
Yeah,
one.
New York.
What venue?
Not gonna say.
What's your dream venue?
What's the gym venue?
Original Elks Lodge,
Oof.
OG Elks Lodge.
OG.
ECW Elks Lodge, or MCU Park.
MCU.
Park.
That hasn't been a show there since
Field of
Ring
Honor,
right?
yeah.
Field
Yeah.
of Honor, bro. Remember those days?
Impact did like shitty shows there with
Did
like
they?
Matt Hardy in a like weird match.
Chill, but that lineup was ridiculous.
I mean,
think that's
it made
when
no
I didn't
sense,
even know
though,
that
right?
MCU Park.
Yeah.
I just
it
knew
was
Ring of
it
Honor
was
there.
it was before the Ring of Honor shows.
Really?
Yeah, like it was when Jeff was
a lot of
sharing.
seats though.
Yeah, but they had a good roster. It was
You
just
see, we were
it's
at
a
all
tough area.
we were Bullet Club marks at that time. We was at
Everybody.
all the
Yeah.
Ring of Honor
Everybody
shows,
was,
bro.
bro.
Everybody,
was
everybody
there.
had that black and white shirt, baby.
Bro, you would see the New Japan logo. This one that they first started partnering up. He was at all the Field of Honor shows.
Yeah.
Yo, what do you think about Ace Austin joining Bullet Club? Is he real? Is that real? Or is it
Yeah.
Fugazi?
No, he's there.
Fugazi.
He's there.
Maron. I don't know.
It is what it is. It is
Chris
what it is.
Bay's awesome.
Chris Bay's
though.
dope as fuck.
Ace is awesome too, but it was random. Like when I saw that.
Yeah, I think they try to build like a little like how Ring of Honor had it
They
back
got, like,
in the
an
day. They
American
try to do it in TNA.
They got like a
I
little
mean,
American
Impact.
squad right
My bad.
now.
I miss when it was called TNA though.
Yeah, they could just say TNA.
But now it's very like it was a very derogatory
Impact.
name as
Impact.
it is though, cause Impact the wrestling.
Impact Wrestling was dope as fuck.
Bring back
was
the
a
6-sided
That
ring.
was, hell yeah, there was a time that I picked Impact over WWE.
Yeah. Yo, remember
That was a
Destination
good-
America era?
That was horrible.
That was tough.
When it started, it was a big deal.
Yeah,
though.
it was a big deal.
It
'cause
was
they,
a
they
big
got
deal because
yeah.
I was like,
Well,
"Fuck
they
yeah,
went-
they're
they went
finally
from,
off that
Spike-
Buffalo, New York
They went
channel."
from
Like,
Spike like
they would be on like the channel you can only see in Buffalo, New
listen.
York.
TNA was valid from, in my opinion, 2005 to 2008. Those 3 years.
You don't fuck with that later era? Nah.
Not as much. Like I first got into Impact TNA. I remember I had just moved into my new apartment with like my mom and shit when I was like 5 or 6 years old, in Wilson Avenue. And when I'm scrolling through the TV and I see Abyss and Sting just randomly as shit, and I was like, what the fuck? My first time watching Impact, it was like 05.
Oh shit.
And I just been hooked ever since. Like every Thursday, I'd Spike.
Jeff Hardy was that dude.
Hardy was still there towards the end. Then he went back to WWE.
You think Jeff is the GOAT?
Oh yeah.
Jeff is the GOAT.
I think Jeff is the GOAT.
Yeah.
I think it's hard. It's hard to.
Jericho.
Yo, Jericho. To be honest, I think
it's Jericho.
I think Jericho has passed Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair as the GOAT. Just
Still
based
going.
off of like.
Still going.
Yeah, still going.
What you've done,
adapting to everything that has been changing his look, changing his character. He's a fucking man. Come on.
The fact how you're been wrestling for so long, and you're still at a high level, even 30 years later, is wild. Because you could know people who's been wrestling like from mad, like even Rey Mysterio, for example, has been wrestling for like almost as long as Jericho has, but Jericho's maintained it at such a high level, even to this day, that he's like main eventing shows even still, like Blood and Guts a few weeks ago.
And it's like that they're not just putting him there because he's a name. He's actually still fucking nice in the ring. Yeah. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I agree that he surpasses like a Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
A lot of people disagree with the Flair one though, but personally I think Jericho exceeds Flair.
It was just at that time Flair was the man. Now it's been over a time, but there was points where Jericho was the guy that was like, yo, they fucked up his first title run though. When he fought Triple H at Mania, that was disgusting. How the fuck? The whole storyline was Stephanie versus Triple H. They didn't even do nothing.
He wasn't even in like the premier spot
because it's true.
He also wasn't in that premier spot at that time. Like that time was mostly focused with like Hogan and Rock and Stone Cold.
But it's like, yo, the man beat Austin and Rock in the same night. That should have kicked off maybe the greatest title run ever.
It didn't. Like, it lasted a few months, but you know he definitely made up for it though.
Oh yeah, definitely over the years. Oh yeah,
definitely made up for it. I think his AEW title run was pretty dope too.
Yeah,
like I think that was such a good.
I think his whole run in AEW has been pretty solid.
For the most part,
there was those matches that he had, like the Mimosa match, and like there's some corny stuff.
I like what he's doing now, because now he's really just find ways to get creative. I really like the Painmaker persona a lot. Like I'm a big fan of like Clockwork Orange, so to see like that whole Painmaker persona like stem from that, like from the paint, that should have been used more, but I'm glad they still bring it out from once in.
Is that what he's doing now with like the society he's in?
No, he's the wizard.
Because they got like that shit. Wizard.
Because I'm the wizard.
Because I'm a wizard.
And he throws fireballs. Because he's a wizard.
He's a wizard. It's wild.
Yo,
what?
Yo, he's fucking killing it, man. But I like how
he managed to get a clipboard over.
I know.
This dude's gonna get the wizard. Like it's.
The wizard. JD from New York loves that shit.
What? The wizard?
Yeah, he always talks about how much of a wizard he is. Like for months, and now I guess I got it.
People were tight because one week Becky went on Raw and called herself the wizard, and Twitter lost its shit. Because it was a couple weeks after Jericho's been calling himself the wizard, and of course wrestling fans are the worst fans ever. So
wrestling fans and Star Wars fans are two of the most toxic communities ever.
And who? Star Wars?
Star Wars fans. Star Wars fans.
I've never been in that scene. It's crazy.
So I'm a big Star Wars fan. Like
Oh, for real?
I'm a fan of a lot of things, but I try to stay away from the fandoms because it's just super toxic. Like I love like My Hero Academia. That fan base is like toxic too. Even the Juice WRLD fan base is toxic as hell. Every fan base is like
has its area.
But Star Wars and pro wrestling, I think, are just the most toxic. You'll see the most like racist, homophobic, sexist, like people come and like.
And people say shit just to get pop.
Like Star Wars, I think Star Wars fans are just slightly worse than wrestling fans, but they're just like right here.
They're right there.
They're like right there for each other. Star Wars fans are bad. They're really bad.
Yeah, like is it that they don't agree like on the movies and
they're
shit?
When's the next Star Wars even coming out, bro?
The Star Wars fandom is very like.
The fuck is up with
Star Wars? So they just had the Obi-Wan Kenobi show.
Yes.
And they had this African American actress came on, and she was one of the main antagonists for the show.
Okay.
I don't know the name of the character off the top of my head because forgettable character, but they like were just being racist and like shitting on her, like
Oh shit, for real.
like they were just, and then the Star Wars official social medias and actors made a post like, yo, like we stand by her, we support her, like, you know, she's great, and like just everyone was like,
That's wild.
her role on the show is like, I'm gonna be honest, it wasn't great. She
Yeah.
wasn't the best antagonist, but people were coming at her neck from the very first episode,
Okay.
like before she even got to progress. Like they were saying like, oh, she's horrible, she's this, she shouldn't be a part of it. Like Star Wars fans are the fucking worst. Sorry.
I feel like most fan bases that have like a big following and like a dedicated following are always toxic as fuck.
That kid
It's
shit
like-
on that social media shit makes it like
Wrestling,
Yeah.
wrestling fans, but like wrestling fans,
Wrestling fans are childish as fuck.
you know what it is. I feel like just with wrestling fans, like I hate talking shit about them because like we're in it. You know, like I wrestle, so these are the people I have to cater to.
Yeah.
But there's some
But
wrestling.
I'm a fan, and I'll tell you, I'm the fucking worst. I change my opinion every couple of weeks.
No, of course.
You know what I mean?
But
Like,
there's fans out there that are just like they're so hateful
yes.
and they're so like
There's always a
unsatisfied with things going on, and like everything has to be like a fight or a competition. Like we can't all just like love wrestling to love wrestling.
yeah.
Like wrestling fans hate wrestling, and that's why they love it.
Yo, which is crazy to say, but makes so much sense.
They hate wrestling so much they love it. That's what it is.
You think PWG set the tone with like all the high spot wrestling we see nowadays?
No, it was definitely. I would definitely say ECW.
Nah,
think so?
I don't think so.
ECW was
I don't
so
think so
ahead
at
of
all.
its time that people had to set the bar even higher. So if you look like ECW, like they were bringing in like Lucha Libre, they were bringing in the Japanese
Yeah.
people coming in. You had like fucking. They started the death match, so it's technically FMW, but they were bringing the hardcore matches to North America, and like they set that tone. Like everywhere, every company you see, CZW, Ring of Honor, those companies stemmed from the ashes of ECW.
Yeah.
And like ECW, in my opinion, was like the catalyst for how we see wrestling today. Like
Definitely.
ECW holds up.
Yeah.
Like watch any
Which is wild.
watch any ECW show from '95 onwards, and even just '95. Like Scorpio Eddie Guerrero
Yeah.
holds up.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
just saw that.
Ray and Psychosis, like the craziest high spots
Yo,
you'll ever
man,
see in your life.
Psychosis is fucking ridiculous.
Stereo and Psychosis in the Lucha Death Match, like it was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I feel like now,
it was just done right.
how do you push the envelope from that?
It was done right. It was the music. It wasn't just the wrestling. It was the music. It was
The
the attitude they
presentation, the
had.
vibe.
The presentation, the vibe.
Yeah. I think that's why GCW
GCW
has such a
is-
following because not that they're a replica, but they follow that concept, and people feel the nostalgia, but also it's good.
It's the same
So
ideals.
it's like, yeah, so it's like this is fucking dope. I remember this back in the day. You know
They're
what
the
I mean? Or
modern, they're
I
the
didn't-
modern day ECW.
ECW, yeah.
Let's be real here. They are.
Yeah, it's
and
a fact.
they know for sure that they roll with that. Like Brad knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Like
What do you think about XPW?
coming.
XP.
Rob Black.
Yo.
Book me.
Rob
That's all I gotta say.
Black. Rob Black. The guy.
Yo.
This guy, Rob Black, is back.
Is it, wait,
Him
they're doing
coming
it
back
again?
is crazy.
They've
Yeah,
been
they've
back,
been
yeah,
back.
they've been
Yeah.
back.
Oh, for real?
Who's
I
the
didn't know
champion?
that. I
Is-
thought
is-
they-
Brian Cage.
Brian Cage is their
and
world
Taya
champion now.
Valkyrie are their champion. They got a women's
Wait, so when
championship
did
now.
they?
last year.
Dude,
Oh,
they got a
that-
fucking
actually, they
women's
got-
belt now.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they've been back for a while. I don't think they have as much. They definitely don't have as much clout as
So
they
they
did.
came back last year.
They came back sometime last year.
So probably after the Dark Side of the Ring episode that they did.
They
yeah.
did.
Yo,
Yeah.
literally, I think like a
That
week
was
later.
it. It was in
Probably,
Rochester.
yeah.
I
You
think
got
literally like a week
people
later.
on social media probably were like, "Yo, bring that shit."
But
back."
Rob's a smart guy. Like to do that, but like, you know,
Capitalize.
if he cleaned himself up and he got his shit together, you know, then like fuck it, let him run, let him do what he has to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, but wrestling now is so crazy, especially the independent scene.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
Yeah, I feel like people don't appreciate wrestling because they always see what's on TV. Like if you actually sat somebody down and showed them an indie match, I think they would probably like, whoa. Like Isaac said, one match could change somebody's mind.
Well, we were talking before we went on the air, and I remember only reason I'm probably a wrestler and still a wrestling fan is just because I watched everything else. Like, started watching indie wrestling like Ring of Honor, Pro Wrestling
else.
Noah, All Japan, like literally like a lot of people they only think WWE is the only show in town.
So they look at that and they're like,
And even now, like they'll people probably be like, oh, WWE, AEW, but like, bro, like indie wrestling is wild. Like, even in our area when we were growing up, you have like ICW, USA Pro, Jersey All Pro, even you can say House of Glory or like FSW, FWE.
Who would name their company USA Pro? That's such a fucking dumb name.
Yo,
don't say that,
stupid
brother.
Name. USA Pro. USA Pro.
Wait, who was
That's
that?
old. USA.
Was that Frank?
Yes.
I don't know if it was Frank.
It's whatever.
Goodman?
Yeah, Frank Goodman. Yeah, it's whatever. Jack Savage told me all about it. It's all good.
This fucking guy. But yeah.
That sounds like, let's just fucking create a company. What we gonna call it? USA Pro.
USA Pro. Literally,
Change the name.
half the people who's been on your shows have wrestled for USA Pro.
They're not there anymore.
I mean, USA Pro's not around anymore, brother. Has been around for like 15 years. Jesus.
Damn.
We shout out to USA Pro. Go find some clips on YouTube. You'll find like Demonto wrestling, Reefer, fucking Deranged, all these dudes wrestling on USA Pro like way back in the day. Low Life Louie.
Still a stupid name. Tell me not. Like from like what's happening in America right now, we're gonna call the name USA.
This was fucking 2000. Like,
I know, yeah, it's a different time. That's why like my attitude is different about it right now.
The fucking 2000,
yeah,
bro.
I don't get it. I just don't get it. That's just me though. But yeah, rock on. Fuck yeah, USA. Whatever.
That's just me.
We're gonna have Mexico Pro, Japan Pro.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Canuck Pro.
Countries.
Canuck Pro. Canada.
Shout out to Super Kicked Wrestling in Canada.
Oh,
Best wrestling company in Canada.
Yo,
so let's talk about that. My man was in Canada. Recently came back.
He's the king
from the second
He's
show.
over his shit in Canada.
How is that?
Yo, first of all,
how did that come about?
Your boy stole the show in Canada.
That's
first
what I'm fucking talking about.
Just put that out there. Y'all see the official footage soon. Canada's great. Like the wrestling community over there is wild. Like they love wrestling so much over there in Canada. Like they're not so much like they appreciate it a lot more. Like if you go to like over here, is a lot more. You have to work more to get that reaction from people. Yeah. It's almost like an entitled mindset. Yeah. Canada, they love it so much. Like I remember watching it was a pre-show match before the main card started, and homie did a leapfrog, and the crowd lost their shit for a leapfrog.
Oh shit!
I was like, yo, they love wrestling here. You know what I mean? And like people like. It's so weird when there's great crowds and great reactions, people will find a million reasons to like dispute why there's a reaction. So people are like, oh, they're probably not wrestling fans, or they're probably like wasted or whatever. Like, no, like I wrestled there twice, and both shows they loved everything they saw. So Canada's great. Shout out to Super Kicked, August 21st, Super Kicked versus House of Black. That show's gonna be fucking lit, and I will fucking be there.
Cheap plug. That's fine.
Cheap plug. Your boy's gonna be there a lot more often. I'll tell you that much.
Yo, that's
he's
awesome.
a real Canadian.
About to move out there, bro. The shorties over there is crazy. Shout out to Ashley. How you doing? Sorry.
Hey yo.
How you doing?
So now that you're starting up traveling, what has been the best crowd you've wrestled in front of? Canada for sure. Canada, like I showed you the clips, bro. And like and
they go nuts. It's PWG, it's Beyond Wrestling times 100. Like in terms of reaction and just like the vibe. Yeah. So to work over there and like they have such a great crowd, and like, they're wrestling fans too, because if you look at like Freelance or you look at C4 or Destiny, like they have a lot of those same like crowds. But something about Super Kicked, it's like the intimacy, like being ringside, having the balcony, like. There's a luchador. I have a clip. I'll show you later. Fucking luchador doing a moonsault from the balcony, like on some super crazy shit.
Oh, shit.
Like, dude, Canada's great. My goal has always been Japan. Yeah, I know this, but Canada has it right now. It's definitely the loudest. Definitely the most like. Yeah. They love that shit.
Why would you say it's the second crowd?
Second?
Like, even if you wrestled there, like at that building or venue, the same. Like a couple times, but what was the show? Like, do you remember?
Any lucha libre shows that run in the Northeast are great.
Okay.
Shout out Earl Cooter. What a name.
Fuck Earl Cooter. Any lucha libre show like that runs over here, like Calavera Mask or Max Entertainment or like MWC, any lucha libre company, their crowds are always vocal, loud, crazy.
Yeah.
I remember I wrestled Smiley at a lucha libre show.
You think
was
it's
lit.
their family?
What? No, just like bro, like lucha libre is
Like
such
their fan
lucha
club?
libre is such a big part of Mexican culture.
The Mexican family. Yo,
That,
they
like,
be
you-
in packs.
Packs.
It's sick.
Like homie will announce not even a match, just a
That just
main
happened.
flyer.
That just happened
And you'll
last
see
show.
like hundreds. Of,
Last
like,
Friday, that just happened to the show you were in
Which
at
one?
Ridgefield.
Wait, what happened?
With like there was someone's family on one side and like the whole show.
Oh
was
yeah,
just-
Guts and Glory. Shout out to Guts and Glory
Shout out
Wrestling.
Rich Ruiz for his hard work.
That was the one last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know Rich Ruiz, right? Rich Ruiz?
Richard
Yes.
Ruiz, of course, the OG.
Shout out
That's the
Rich
man
Ruiz.
right there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, definitely any lucha libre show, and then I would put VXS third.
Got you.
Yeah, VXS is valid. VXS is valid. So I definitely got to go back and
Yeah,
kill shit over there.
How about you, Isaac? Where do you like booking shows? Because you know the crowds are dope.
LA's obvious. I just like go
Yeah.
back and forth there.
I was gonna say, is it LA? I know you were up in it before.
Bro, the super crazy building, the Bando, home.
Yeah.
Shout out to Super Crazy is lit.
You could smoke in there.
Hot as fuck though.
We
But
have
it's lit.
drinks. It's hot as fuck. The space is nice. Blacked out. We had lighting set up too in there.
Darren's the man, bro. Darren's awesome.
Yeah, O-Dog's awesome. O-Dog is awesome. Yeah, absolutely the owner. Shout out Super Crazy Academy and Skid Row Academy.
Where's that at?
At Westville, New Jersey.
Yeah, Westville Road is it called?
No, Westville, New Jersey.
It's like right before Philly, right? Right before you
Yeah,
get
you're-
into Philly.
It's right there.
5 minutes from
Yeah.
Philly.
I remember I looked at the
Literally.
map and I said,
They got some
This is-
good donuts
I
there
said,
too.
this homie show
Yo,
is
we
deep
so
as
so
fuck.
I think it
I
was.
said, homie, you gotta do a New York show.
It was
Yeah.
Isaac. Was it your last show there? I think it was when I wrestled Black G's, and after the
August.
show, like during the show, the fucking ice cream truck pulls up.
Yo,
And
that was so dope.
Out of
During
nowhere.
intermission, not planned at all. Like some random ice cream truck pulls up, and I run outside. I'm like, here.
all the fans,
all the fans lined up.
workers, like you see,
I
like
got mad,
fire.
bro.
me, Marcus
He owes me a
Mathers
fucking
online.
cone, man. You owe me a fucking cone ice cream,
Yo,
man.
he made bank that day, bro.
You owe me a root beer float ice cream, man.
He was like, "Yo, wrestling
I
show."
didn't get any ice cream, but it was my birthday.
Oh,
everybody
and
just
I-
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
went.
well,
And I ordered pizza that day too. We had delivery. It had like a big ass pie.
There
and
was
shit.
donuts. There was pizza. It was lit.
That's
It was
fucking
valid.
It
dope
was a
as
lit.
shit.
It's always a lit vibe at Super Crazy. So like that's like home to me. But I would love to like in the future I want to like either build or like buy my own venue.
Gotcha.
Like that's like next step for me.
That would
That's
be
like
awesome.
long time from now I feel, but yeah, like a dope VXS bando or some shit.
That'd be fire.
That'd be sick.
Speaking of Super Crazy, real quick, they actually run their own shows at that building as well. So definitely check out Super Crazy Wrestling, and yeah, check out their shows. It's gonna be dope. You having your own building will be wild. You can get away with
Hell
that. You
yeah.
get away with
I
mad
get away
shit
with
in that
anything.
building.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
Basically.
I'm gonna get a Piranha death match going on. Let's go.
At that point, just getting piranhas into the country is
That's the
Who
problem.
said they're gonna
That's
be
the-
real? They're gonna be fucking robots.
This man.
Yeah, but it's gonna be purposely fucked up and bad. So you're gonna, I'm zoom in the robot fish
You're gonna have Jimmy Lloyd
with like
and fucking
with like Tax's teeth.
Jimmy Lloyd and Jordan in a piranha death match.
Nah, I would do like Masada, Jordan Oliver.
Masada Jordan. You
Oh,
gonna take
shit.
that opportunity away from Jimmy
Yes.
to wrestle in a piranha death match?
Yes, he's been in every death match.
Yeah, Jimmy's wild. Jimmy's
Yeah.
wrestled in Mexico,
Exactly. Come on.
I've
Japan.
been following
Give him
him.
a break,
He's
bro. He
fucking
just
killing
lost
it.
the
Jimmy?
fucking ace match. He's okay.
It's okay. He'll be
Don't
fine.
gas the kid up.
I'm just like,
Don't
listen,
gas the kid up.
Don't. the different boy. Yeah, we're just shooting this shit here.
Yeah,
man.
bro. Shit, so. I don't even know, man.
Yo, just
Oh.
like just like we could play. We could do. Would you rather? We could do 20
I got
questions.
you. I got you. I
We could
got
do,
you. I got you. I need your top 5 wrestling. Like Mount Rushmore. Top 5.
Oh,
Top
man.
5. Well,
Top 5.
It's 4 technically. Mount
is it
Rushmore.
4?
Alright, 4. Nah,
Four?
fuck it. Not Mount Rushmore. We're
5?
just doing a top
Just
5.
do 5.
Fuck it.
Top 5.
I want to be politically
Sorry.
correct.
Sorry. Of Mount Rushmore, like the people.
Top 5. Top thought.
Honestly, and this is gonna confuse a lot of people. So I would put Ricky Dozan, Bruno Sammartino, El Santo.
Oh shit.
Not Johnny Santos.
Johnny Saint, and for a fifth
Johnny
person,
Nah.
you can put Hogan if you want.
Hogan.
Fuck out of here.
Hogan in your top 5?
Rob Van
listen, I
Dam.
put 4. I my Rushmore is 4
Rob Van Dam. Jeff Hardy.
of all time.
Petey
RVD's up there.
Williams.
Okay.
Too Cold Scorpio.
That's valid. I want to get high
That's
with
a
all those people.
That's a crazy.
So you want to know like favorite
Shout out
wrestlers?
Pete
I can do
Williams,
that
bro.
instead.
You want to do your favorite wrestlers?
I'll do
Yeah.
5 favorite. It'll surprise a lot of people.
Sammy Callahan was my
Let's-
favorite for a long time.
I remember that.
Sammy I was obsessed when he
That was
came
your
back.
guy.
Yo, when he was out of WWE, I was like, fuck yeah, House of Glory gotta get him, bro.
You want to list your top 5 favorites before I do?
I don't have.
You don't have top
You
5
don't
favorites?
have.
I mean, I just said it.
Well, he meant Mount
Top 5
Rushmore.
favorites. Oh, same thing.
No, it's not.
Same thing.
Mount Rushmore is like the most influential people in wrestling. Anyway, Kobashi, Guerrero,
This guy.
Lufisto, Chris Hero, Chris Jericho.
Ooh.
And then Taz is number 6.
Taz is there
I
lingering.
fuck with Taz. heavy.
Taz,
It
They-
switches.
Taz is his man.
Jericho and Taz switch from time to time.
Best Mets fan ever.
man, Taz is the fucking man, and they fucked him up, bro.
It's whatever.
Suplex machine.
Vince
He's a
was just
legend.
like,
He
"You
knows
too
he's a fucking legend.
Vince was like, "You too small. You don't got no neck. I can't put you on TV."
I mean, now he'd
He
be a
should have
monster.
been. He should have got the big gold. He should have got big gold. I would have booked him as big gold ASAP.
Well, him
that fucking
now, like-
hoss, bro. Like Aki, fucking put him up.
That
You know,
match,
like-
that match with Kurt Angle at the Garden will always be a legendary match
Yeah.
because that pop, like they knew he was there, and they were still like reacting like they
Going
didn't know,
crazy
like
to it.
Yeah.
ape shit.
Yo, what a time when people were just jumping from company to company.
Yo,
That was just like, whoa, and you didn't know about it.
I miss the element of surprise. Bro.
Yeah,
Like when I watch movies now, I tell people don't spoil shit for me. Like I mean,
Yeah.
like the element of surprise is such a thing that's missing in wrestling.
I feel like AEW's been okay with it. They've been better than WWE.
Way better than WWE. Not predictable, but still like
Yeah.
surprised. Like the Claudio thing from a few weeks ago. Like
Yeah,
we kind of knew. It was definitely
still,
speculated, but
like-
it was like okay, like
let's see.
we weren't 100% on it.
Exactly. I think that also is cool about it, that you're like, whoa, who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? And then it's like, it might be this guy, but then again, it might not.
It might not.
Because I
be.
remember when they first announced it, like I even forgot Claudio was released, and that wasn't even.
Same.
He was
I was
released
just
back in,
like-
what, February?
I was
March?
like, who the fuck could it be? And then I was going through Instagram, and somebody was like, "Yo, gotta be Claudio." I was like, "Oh shit, yeah, you're right. I was like, "Fuck, you ruined it." But yeah, you're right. It has to be. him.
I wish like there was no like dirt sheets and there was no
Yeah.
like. I wish the element of surprise still existed.
That's like saying I wish the internet didn't exist, though. You know what I mean?
I mean, you could
it's
could
impossible.
find. There's just people who leak the information. Like there's people within like the companies who would like leak information to these dirt sheet writers. And
Yeah,
shit.
like it was cool when.
on the low.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's always on the low.
Yo, that shit is like secret agent. That shit is
Like
wild.
obviously, like with us with independence, like we could keep a secret a lot better because
Yeah.
like we're not in like we're not gonna give our shit to
it
dirt
doesn't
sheets.
have it, but also you keep in mind it doesn't have like the eyes on the same level as the WWE because
I get
that is true, but
publicly
like it was
traded
It
company.
was cool. Like I'll give NXT for example. It was cool at the beginning when they would go in the crowd and show who was the newest signing.
See, that was always a surprise. I
That was-
remember.
but I feel like towards the end, it was always like, "Oh, this guy was at the Performance Center
Remember when Kenta
2
first
weeks
came?
ago.
Yeah.
Oh, he signed," and then the next takeover, he's in the crowd. It's
in the
like,
crowd.
Remember how big
Yeah, we
when
kinda
Kenta
knew that already.
debuted? How big that was?
yeah,
Honestly, the biggest one
Bro,
from the
good
crowd.
times, man.
The biggest one from the crowd was honestly Bobby Roode.
I don't know about that.
Nah, cause think about it. Everyone else was
Yes,
like
I remember that was, I believe, Toronto show.
everyone else was like indies, or like
He was already, he was on,
he was a TNA
another- yeah.
guy that you would never think would be in WWE.
he was on TV.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
Like-
AJ too.
Well, AJ went straight to the main roster. But with Bobby, like, you did not expect Bobby Roode. Like, he was just in the crowd
No,
chilling, and
and
everyone's
just
like,
looking
what
around,
the
and
fuck?
was like,
I miss James Storm.
He just wrestled on Impact a few
Yeah.
weeks ago. I think it was him,
Yeah,
America's Most Wanted.
America's Most Wanted came back. and
What
was
a
I was
underrated
hyped as
team.
shit when he showed up that one time on NXT.
He did
Yeah.
2 or 3 matches with NXT.
Yeah, and then just dipped. Then he got ripped as fuck.
Then he went back to TNA.
Yeah.
And then, wait, was the DCC before or after that?
Probably after.
I think it was before NXT, right? It was him, Eddie Kingston, and Bram.
After.
The DCC.
After that.
It was after.
I don't remember.
I think. I don't know. That was like Impact's a roller coaster. They're awesome now.
Yeah.
They
Do you remember that time? Fuck, I forgot the group's name. And it was like fucking Samoa Joe, Low-Key.
Beatdown Clan?
Yeah.
It was MVP.
They were hard.
Yeah,
Low-Key, Samoa Joe.
MVP, bro.
And Kenny King.
Yeah.
MVP is like one of my favorite wrestlers.
MVP?
I want
he's fired.
no justice,
I'm
no
coming.
peace.
Nobody can stop me.
No justice, no peace for VXS. That was the first event. I was gonna do Jimmy Lloyd versus MVP,
Ooh.
and then he like did the business the week before. I think.
Oh, okay.
Sucks to suck.
That shit would have been lit.
MVP, bro, and I was
Yo, MVP be
hurt
chilling in the
business.
city all the time at Astor Club.
Really?
Yeah. He be chilling with like the Smokers Club.
I love
Like
him.
Smoke Dizzle.
Oh yeah. I've seen
he's always with
I've
them.
seen like their Instagram
Oh,
shit.
Yeah. My son he's trying to do his rap and shit.
Yo, you know who needs to be world champion, bro?
Who?
Like, I hate doing this fantasy booking shit because I look like a fucking. But
Man, we're fucking chilling.
Shelton Benjamin is so underappreciated. Shelton Benjamin should be champion by now.
What
bro.
happened to Kurt Hennig?
He died, bro.
Yeah.
Son?
Oh.
Like,
I was
so
about
he
to say,
did. He's like,
he
what happened?
died.
What happened to Kurt
What,
Hennig?
what was his name?
Axel.
Curtis Axel.
Curtis Axel.
Michael McGillicuddy.
Yo, McGillicuddy.
I liked
The
him.
McGillicutter. Is this fucking
Dude,
Yeah.
he was. I don't
He
know what
was
happened.
cool.
He's like an agent now.
Yeah.
I think. I saw him in a suit doing like a run-in to break up a fight.
Yep. Him, Jason Jordan. There's a couple
Jamie
of them.
Noble.
Jamie Noble.
That was my guy.
Yo, Jamie Noble.
Him and Nydia, bro.
Hell yeah.
I think Sami Zayn's gonna be where Jamie Noble is right now. I think that's how long.
I think Sammy exceeded.
Zayn would have been out. He's definitely gonna be producer.
Yeah.
Role like after wrestling like Noble right now. Like bro,
Noble was good, bro.
Noble's
James
ROH was
Gibson,
sick.
Ring of Honor was lit when he had that whole
Tiger
feud
Driver.
with Danielson.
or Tiger Bomb, excuse me. Man.
Nah, yeah. Shelton Benjamin was always underrated, even when the Real Americans. Not the Real Americans, what was it? Angle. I forgot
You
the
gotta
American.
walk outta
Fuck. I'm trying to think of the
Team.
The Real Americans.
Team Angle. I was like the Real Americans. And
The
I was
World
like,
Great-
that's
Yo,
not
that's
it.
a sick name.
I forgot about what
The Real Americans.
the Real Americans.
That's Swagger and Cesaro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah,
Yo, shout out to the Un-Americans.
Yo.
That shit was
Un-American.
the Un-Americans was
What
lit.
about Christian, Test,
And
and
Storm.
Lance Storm?
Lance Storm. He's one of those guys like Raven with me. In WWE, they should have been so much
They fumbled
bigger.
the bag with Raven. Raven was my dude. Raven's in my top 10
Oh,
favorites.
yeah. Raven's the fucking man.
Raven, his promo
Like-
games, like, that was the one I watched. Taz and Raven were the two I watched for promos.
Yo, Raven's promos, bro. Just in the, like,
His
in a
TNA
dark room
promos,
or some shit. Yeah.
his TNA promos are so underrated, and his ECW ones are legendary.
You did a Raven promo.
Oh, yeah. For MCW.
Oh, really? What the fuck? I
Yeah.
need the footage.
YouTube.
That shit's
It's
unlisted.
on
That
YouTube.
shit's
That
unlisted.
shit's gone.
That shit's unlisted.
I did one too.
You ain't
Yeah.
gonna find it, Bob.
We did a couple when they were doing the league
Shout Mark.
What about Heel Turn?
heel turn.
The Heel
Dead.
Turn.
Yo, what happened with that?
Dad,
homies?
dad.
Wait, so what happened?
I'm
though?
shooting.
You were doing you had a run, man.
I didn't want to do podcasting. It wasn't my passion.
Wasn't your thing?
Nah.
I feel you.
Was that
I
more,
liked
was
video
that more
games.
of Benjamin's thing or like Marky's thing?
No, I
Nah,
started.
he started.
I started
shit.
that.
I know, but I meant like his.
And then I would
like,
come
I
in
started-
and give the Ring of
No, like
Honor weekly.
But they liked doing it more. I
First
meant.
one was so sick.
Yeah.
I meant.
But it was a sick like concept.
Yeah,
and, like
because
we were on
they were
YouTube.
live. Yeah,
Yeah,
we went
it was, like,
live.
fun,
He was
like-
like, "Yo, call in at this time."
Yeah.
Called in and gave the Ring of Honor update.
Yo, I
and
was-
like went through the
Yo, we had
cards.
music set and like sound effects.
Yo,
set.
it was dead ass a radio
Yeah.
show.
I
I didn't
remember-
even hit puberty.
It
and
was
I didn't know what-
busted. It was busted open before.
Yeah, it was, and I didn't even I didn't hit puberty, but I also didn't fucking know shit about the business, and I just.
Yeah,
Well,
that
I went
time
on-
I hated
I went on the show.
Yeah, like
I went on and I just played the Macho Man Randy Savage soundtrack that he did, the mixtape Randy
I
Savage.
don't want anybody fucking even like knowing about that show.
Nah,
And
Heel
then like
Turn
the
was lit.
General Admission was like the spin-off that I like produced but just
General
trolled.
Admission podcast.
And
That was
like with
Ben and
Mike.
Mike.
But like Ben, like
whole milk Mike.
Ben got in out of nowhere. He was a friend of Mike's or whatever. But
Yeah.
and then he just like took everything over, and it became like a weird thing that I didn't like. It became like Nick Jr. So I didn't like it.
Nick Jr.
So
You just said Nick
yeah.
Yo, I mean, after a while, I was watching the page, and I was
come
just
on.
like,
Yeah.
it became like a YouTube channel. They did the 2K
Yeah,
shit.
it's sick. They could like do that, but
they
like
tried, yeah.
change the name.
Well, I feel like that was more their passion than it was with you. I know we all did it together.
Yeah.
You were kind of just like like producing it more,
Yeah.
right?
I remember when he wanted to turn heel turn into a magazine.
I was gonna
He wanted to turn
yo.
heel turn into like a magazine.
That would've been
Brian
lit.
And-
XL
that would've been lit.
offered
And do
me
it.
to do a magazine deal that never happened. I was gonna set that, and it was gonna be Heel Turn magazine.
So
What was-
surprised.
Homie was gonna be fucking pro wrestling
Another false
illustrated, bro.
promise. Another
Yeah.
false promise. From House
Life
of
is
Glory.
full of damn. Homie just.
Yo.
Um,
But I remember he was like, "Yo, heel turn's gonna be a
Dude.
magazine." I was like, "Fucking do it."
I was so hyped.
Yeah.
I was hype as shit. I don't know. I felt immature. Like I didn't know shit about the business.
We were like
Yeah.
16,
like,
And at
whatever.
that time,
17 years
yeah, we were
old,
young.
bro. Like, what do you
We were
mean?
young.
We're still young now, but like,
Yeah, but at that time we were like what, 17?
we all got beards now. Like,
Yeah.
before,
We
like,
was all struggling back then. It was tough.
I couldn't go to Coney Island on my own. It was like-
Wow.
Had to have a chaperone.
I think I was like what 15?
Yeah.
Cause you guys, you're 2 years older than I am. Cause I'm,
I don't even know.
How old are you?
20. I'm 23.
Yeah,
Hey, Chris.
25. I'm 25.
25. I'm 23.
Well, he's
I'm the
still
young
24.
here.
25.
Living his
25.
life.
Shout out to birthdays.
Fact.
Everybody has one.
Oh my god. You're funny. What do you think about Ring of Honor, bro?
The new Ring of Honor? Or
Yes.
like, talking the classics.
I think it's dope.
I think it's
I think
dope.
it's
It's
cool.
my favorite thing
I
right
miss,
now.
I miss the old Ring of Honor sometimes.
I think he's bringing it back. Look at that logo.
Yeah,
That logo's
Logo.
heat.
Oh,
yeah,
sick.
it is.
That logo's heat.
It
I don't care what
is.
anyone says.
Yo,
I like how
so-
they're using the classic belts though.
Yeah, I like that.
They're
I
using
like
the
that a
classic
lot.
belts. They're not using like the newer Ring of Honor designs.
Yeah, I hope they announce something at this show. Maybe like a TV deal, or like you said, like make it the YouTube show.
We talked about that off
I
there?
don't even remember.
It was I was saying something on the lines of like if you have this deal with Ring of Honor, do you already have Dark and Dark Elevation? Just
Yeah.
make
Wow.
Dark like Dark Elevation. Just make it dark. Like that'll be like you tape it before Dynamite, and just make Dark Ring of Honor.
Yeah,
We have it every Tuesday on YouTube.
exactly.
Just
Yeah,
make that
I
the
think that
YouTube
would be
show.
dope.
It would get
But
more
I think
views.
I think they want it to be on TV though.
HBO Max would be lit.
It's not
Because
gonna
if you
happen.
have like a streaming service, because they do have that deal with Warner Media, so
Yeah.
they have that deal where they could have Ring of Honor as like a weekly show on HBO Max.
Ring
That
of
would
Honor
be-
on Showtime.
That'd be kind of dope.
Ring of Honor on
Yo,
Showtime.
Shout out to when Ring of Honor was on HD Net.
HD Net,
HD
baby.
Net was the shit.
Then
Haven't
it,
seen.
then it went on Sinclair Broadcasting. And
Yo,
They used
Ring
to
of
watch it
Honor
for
on
free on the
Showtime
website.
would be insane.
you can just go on Ring of Honor Honor Club. What the fuck was it called? RingofHonor.com, and you can watch the latest episode for free, but you'd have to pay to watch the previous episode.
They still do that.
I don't.
I don't know if they used to do that no more. Cause I would love to see that one episode where I'm right in the fucking front row, where like the original Kingdom come out. Bennett, Taven,
Cole.
Maria, and Cole. Cole was still there.
What a time that was.
That was like 2015.
Yeah.
That was front
Ring of
row.
Honor was on fire at that time.
That was Terminal 5 actually.
I never went to a show at Terminal 5.
Dude, you didn't miss much. And the MCU Park shows are wild, bro. We were
I'm
so
sad I'm
They always
sad I
brought
missed that
Japanese
shit.
talent to the
Yeah.
MCU Park.
yeah.
shows.
I
It was
remember
sick.
we saw Bullet Club.
Yeah.
This was when like seeing the Young Bucks was like a fucking like
It was rare.
delicacy.
It was,
Yeah.
It was like rare.
Yup.
Like
It
if you saw
was.
Bullet
It's
Club,
true.
it was like a
That's
big
funny.
deal. Cause remember they were signed to Japan.
Yeah.
Like when Anderson and Gallows would come down, or like fucking Tama came down. Like it was a big deal. Like we
Yeah.
had to go to those shows. Now they come like all the time. And obviously we're not kids anymore, so
Yeah.
we don't really give a fuck. But
No, that's a fact. I remember first time I saw the Bucks. It was at HOG show, like one of those in the boxing
Really?
gyms.
I saw them at
And-
Fibro.
Oh, okay.
It was I forgot who they wrestled. I think it was
at HOG, it was for the first ever tag titles.
Oh,
So-
that was a long time
Yeah,
ago.
so they did a tournament.
Like, what, 2012?
Yeah,
Right?
and then they was already in Bullet Club, so I want to say 2013.
2013. This was
Yeah.
at the old Hog School?
Yeah, at the boxing gym.
Yeah,
On-
I know
on
what you're talking
Weirfield.
about.
Yeah, on
Wow.
Wheelfield. And the main event was LAX versus the Young Bucks for the HOG champs.
Original LAX?
Yeah.
Not
Alexander Hernandez.
not EYFBO.
No, it was.
Shout out EYFBO.
And then also in the tournament was Amazing Red and Mikey Whipwreck. It was weird. It was a weird show. Yeah,
That's valid. Whipwreck.
it was a dope show. And then that was the first time I bought a Bullet Club shirt, not knowing what it was. And it was before. It was
Wait, so the Bucks brought.
they
the
were
shirts?
already in Bullet Club, and they bought like just on regular shirts.
So I'm gonna take it back.
No New Japan logo, no nothing.
I was gonna get to
yeah,
that.
it's
So-
just on a regular black
So
shirt.
I'm gonna take that back to a time. I'm not sure how it is now. So when the Bullet Club, the second design, which is the most famous
Yeah,
design,
that's the one that I got, not the
when-
one with the bullet.
when
That's-
that design was made, I think you had to get it on Pro Wrestling Tees,
Mhm.
and you had two options. You can get it. It was cheaper to just have the logo in the front. You had to pay like $8 extra
Yeah.
to have the fucking
On
on
the
the
shoulder.
sleeves
Yeah.
and on the back.
Yep.
That is crazy.
Yeah. But I remember I bought it was a regular cotton tee.
Yeah, we all had Bullet Club shirts. All of us did. If you say you didn't, you capping.
You're wildin'.
We all
And you
had
wore
Bullet
it
Club
to the
shirts.
indie show.
It's not the
It
same.
was
I
just
feel.
It's not the same anymore.
nah, not anymore. I mean, Bullet Club
That was the
finally
most.
got
That was
back
the most
to
hyped faction of
being
like.
relevant. You know what I mean? And doing
It was so
fucking dope
hyped.
shit.
When
again.
when AJ was the leader,
Oh, that was peak.
I think that was peak.
That was
AJ
peak,
and
'cause
maybe
then-
Kenny, because Kenny was
Kenny
the leader too.
But when they brought in like the Cody and doing like the Wolfpack storyline, I was like, this
It was
stuff,
too much. It
guys.
was too much.
Yeah,
That's when I kind of I stopped caring about that.
yeah, they
kinda
started
shit.
overbooking it.
I think I started wrestling at
'Cause
that
I-
point, so I
yeah.
had to pretend I didn't care anymore. But nah, when AJ was the leader, that was peak.
That
Like
was prime time, baby.
that shit was awesome, man. I remember like even seeing AJ was a delicate, like it was a
Yeah.
rarity at that time too.
Yeah, I
Like-
wonder if I remember like a whole bunch of people at HOG show when AJ went took like a group photo, and everybody had Bullet Club shirts on,
Oh,
and
that's
he was just
valid.
in the middle. I was like, that's fucking
That
fire.
is valid. I
That shit
remember.
I wish I was.
Was it AJ?
I was working that show.
AJ and Ricochet? Was that what? No, who did AJ for?
AJ did.
I seen AJ once at HOG.
PJ Black.
He did Ricochet, and then he did.
I think it was PJ.
I was
don't
just about
remember.
to say that. Yeah, I think it was PJ Block. I
Yeah,
think that was the
AJ
show that X Pac was at.
The Bucks are also some of the nicest people you'll ever meet in your
the
life.
Bucks are
I
dope
met them
as
when I
fuck.
was 15.
The Bucks are
They were
dope.
just fucking so nice for no reason. Like they were just the nicest dudes. Like, hey man, how you doing? Like just like
Yeah,
short conversation, just like talking about life or whatever. It was lit. Like
nah, they're dope as hell. There's some wrestlers that are dickheads, but there's some.
oh, that's a whole conversation.
Oh hell yeah!
It's not worth it.
Yo, Five Bro was sick.
Fiber,
Fiber
Fiber
was
used to
sick.
put on shows.
Yeah, we threw.
That shit was deep as fuck.
threw
though.
TP
All American,
at
the
Mike
Legion.
Verno.
Yeah.
The Legion or
The
St. Finn bars.
Remember that we had to get an Uber for Raven.
Oh man,
And
we
were
had to
just-
wait for his cab.
We were waiting with Raven.
How did that
for
happen?
an Uber?
Hey guys, you're around. Can you walk?
Yeah, because
Yeah, it was like someone.
I think you had made the flyer for that show.
Yeah, you were doing flyers at
Yeah,
that
he
time.
did the flyer for the show, and then I forgot who was.
I missed
the
that show
promoter or
because I had
something.
to do FTW that night.
Oh, okay.
'Cause
okay.
This,
Troy.
is when I just started training at
Shout out to
FTW.
Troy.
Troy.
Troy
Troy,
Thompson.
he just stopped. he
He just
stopped.
like he took his ball and went home. He's
I
like,
feel you.
I was at his last
He-
show, which
he
I could
booked
say.
Kenny Omega.
Yo, bro, we were at that fucking show.
That show I missed also because like around that time, the end of 2015,
That's
I
when you were
started.
training.
I was training with FTW, so I had to do like all the ring crews and like
Yeah.
so. The first show I missed, I think it was either that one or the one with Raven and like Moff and all these other guys.
Oh,
Season's
okay.
Last Wish or Beatings, where the fuck it was. It's one of those shows that
Yeah,
they did.
it was the seasons, whatever it was.
Then they had
because
Omega.
it was the blue flyer
Some
with
shit.
Kenny
and
on it.
I missed
like
seeing
snow
Omega
theme.
and Nice. So that was
That was like the first show.
I was so
designed
mad.
for.
Like the one show I missed is when they have Omega. One of my favorite
Wow.
wrestlers, Raven.
Yeah.
I just hit him up
Moff,
on
it's-
Facebook, Troy.
Who?
Troy, bro.
He's mid.
Just have him- just
I
like-
just hit him up on Facebook like, yo, can I
Yo,
get
what's
free
going on?
tickets if I do the flyers? Your flyers aren't like that good.
Yo,
But
yeah.
I
I
did like
you just
YouTube
used to
shit.
hit people up.
Yeah, I used to grind, bro. I used to annoy people all the time, bro. And
I remember
This dude
from the
remember with
YouTube
Brian,
experience.
too.
Yeah, from
I was
the
like,
YouTube
yo,
experience.
can I just-
I was like, bro,
my
like,
boy wants to make flyers.
I want to make like real
he's
shit.
good. You were doing
Yeah.
Evolve. You were doing AAW. I remember you were telling me right.
Yeah.
Chicago, yeah.
AAW, Evolve, House of Glory, ICW too,
Yeah.
right? You did.
When they did their comeback.
I could
No
say
holds, the first no holds barred.
he did my IFC graphics.
I did GCW before spring break.
GCW, like
I did a couple.
this dude is one of the best. I would say one of the best graphic designers
Hell
in
yeah.
the world in terms of pro
Nah.
wrestling. No,
Nah.
no.
You be
Let me
killing
gas
shit.
you up,
You
B.
be killing shit, bro.
Nah, like graphic wise, like he's definitely
Oh,
up
yeah,
there,
he
top
tweaking.
10 for sure, bro.
Thank
Like,
you, bro.
I agree with that.
He can
100%.
make. I remember one time he was like, "Yo, this is one of my shitty ones," and he showed me. I'm like, "Yo, bro, that's better than half the
Bro,
fucking."
facts.
Yo, tell me, he would be like,
He
"Yo,
tried-
I didn't try that hard with this one, bro. This one's kind of
He
shitty."
was like,
bro.
you can use this one. Because I remember when I was doing the one for the video for my college project. I was like, yo, just send me all the flies. He was like, I'll look through them. I'll try and find the best ones. And then he sent me like a couple. He was like, you could use these. Like, they're nothing special. I'm like,
Like
what the
fucking
fuck?
gorgeous. And
Yeah, I'm
yo,
like-
you fucking scumbag. Like, you fucking.
Like, oh, shit, fucking is sick as fuck, bro. Fucking saying, oh, it's alright. I didn't go in on it.
Yo, swing this dude some bread for your company, bro. Like, you
Facts.
swing
Build that
this
shit
dude
up.
some bread. He'll make it.
Man,
How about the
legit.
video? What about the videos he was doing for a time? Well, he still is killing it.
Yeah.
The best one, I still think. I know
Which
you was
one?
hyped. The low key one was fucking sick.
Oh,
I remember
the
when-
one in
the
Cali?
remember
the
when he-
TV one?
Yeah, I remember when he sent me that shit. He was like, "Yo, I got to
Yo.
work with low key." I was like,
I
what?
didn't sleep that night.
Was that the one in Cali you did?
No, that was
No,
that was
HOG.
that was Leo Rush.
The
for
Cali
him,
one was
though.
good though. When you
Leo-
went in
that was
Cali and
California
like it
with
was.
Leo Rush. This one was in HOG.
Wait, which one was it, Cal?
Lucid Dreams 1. The Leo Rush video.
Oh,
Yeah. With like he like with Barnett and like Rocky Romero walking in
that was
delivery.
That was dope as hell.
The funniest video.
Everyone just lives in California.
The funniest video
Right.
I've seen was the one you did for Schlack. Schlack and Homicide.
The
The show, I don't think
the
it ever
parody.
happened. The volume.
Which one?
It was supposed to
Schlack
be
and
No Holds Barred
Homicide.
Volume 2, but then COVID happened.
Oh, 1-800. No, which one was that?
That was where he's in a tattoo shop.
Okay.
He's
Oh.
like, "What's up,
Oh yeah, and
motherfuckers?"
he pulls up with the
There's
fork.
the whip.
That was
Yeah.
awesome. That was fun.
You see Homicide
That was
outside.
fun.
The fucking Michael
Mask.
Myers.
Mask on,
That
yeah.
was real fun to shoot.
Yeah, was it Tony Deppen and S.A. Rios? Was that the one? that
He
just-
shot that one, yeah,
That's
on his
it,
phone.
Rios.
But I
What a
edited that
fucking
one.
guy.
Yeah, I forgot about that Schlack one. That was his shot.
Schlack one was fucking. It's
was
him
in
doing tattoos.
Philadelphia.
He's like, "What's up,
Yeah.
motherfuckers?" Like
Yo,
a big smile on his
Yo,
face.
he's a cartoon character. I love Schlack though. I'm not even a cat, bro.
I was
but
so shit. I was so
the-
weak when I saw that.
The vignette, bro, with Homicide was so funny to film. We were just laughing the whole time. It was sick. I didn't expect it to turn out like that.
Homicide is outside.
Never
the tattoo
happened,
shop,
yeah,
just
then-
like
Then
jumping
COVID like shut the world down.
Yeah,
a few weeks later. It shut down your original VXS
Yeah.
show.
Oh man, yeah.
I remember I was I could
Violence of the Lambs.
tell. Oh, this is a story I could
He was
tell.
booked for that.
yeah.
I
What
was.
is it?
I'll tell the story.
Come
What
on.
is it?
This is not a PG story at all.
Words to my fucking.
Nah, it's saying about you. Saying about you.
Alright.
It is, but it's not. This is when I.
That shit died on us. Fuck it. We got no audio. We got audio. Fuck it.
It's just audio now.
Audio,
fellas.
yeah.
So I had just started seeing my ex at the time, my girl at the time, and
This fucking guy.
so this is the first time that we were hooking up. The first time we did the thing.
The what?
The do, brother. The do.
Okay.
The birds and the bees, and we're doing it, and my phone's like blowing up like crazy,
That's funny.
and I check my phone and it's you. You message me and you say, "Yo, bro, VXS is canceled." And
Wow, you remember that?
I couldn't
I don't
perform
remember
after that.
What?
I was so disappointed.
Did
Sorry.
you ever tell me this?
I was so disappointed, bro.
Yo, that's wild. Sorry.
That like I tried to go back and I just couldn't.
I fought, dude. I was fighting too.
He told me like the week before, like,
it
yo,
was
bro,
like-
don't cancel.
Yeah, it was like, oh man, bro, all these shows are canceling right now. I'ma still fucking do this show.
Okay, I
Pro
think
Wrestling Magic cancel.
ICW
cancel. GCW can't. I waited till GCW. Like every show was canceling. Like there were so many shows at the time, and then they had like I was like, all right, if GCW's running, I'm fucking running.
Yeah.
Then I saw GCW cancel. I'm like, I can't like at all. And then like there was like, oh, you also get fined. This is like right
It's
when
like
COVID
government
started.
shit, like
It
state
was
shit.
the worst, bro. It was the worst.
It was like literally the end of March.
Bro,
How do you wait
imagine-
another few weeks earlier?
Imagine how I felt that week.
Bro, I couldn't get it up at that point.
Sucked, bro.
And like Welcome Home by Metallica was playing.
I
I couldn't hear
I
that
don't know
song
why you had
again.
to check your notifications and then you got
Because my phone was blowing.
fucking limp dick.
My
now.
phone was blowing up, bro. It was just blowing up, and I was like, "Oh, let me go check who's messaging me real quick."
Yo, we were doing really good with tickets too. We were gonna pack that shit too.
Oh, bro, my match was crazy.
we were gonna
my original
pack
match
that
was
shit.
crazy,
And then COVID happened.
bro. That's what it was. Cause that would be like my big like match. Like that was supposed to be the match. I was like, all right, this is gonna make Chris Barton. Like this is where he shows off his shit. Cause at that time I wasn't doing singles.
You were still green though.
I wasn't green. I
You were
was
still
just
new.
tagging more with Dom more. I didn't have much
Yeah.
singles
Gotcha.
matches.
You didn't have that much single match.
Dom was getting a lot of the singles matches at that time, and then I didn't have many. I had like maybe one or two. But
Crawford was in that. Shout out to
it was me,
bro.
Crawford, Christian Robinson was supposed to be in that one. And I think 3 other people who I
No
can't.
Katana.
Nolo and 2 others. I
A
know
lot of people. Daniel Garcia.
Blake.
Woo! 2019.
Garcia was supposed to
Daniel
be in
Garcia.
that one.
Daniel was gonna main event against Jordan that show.
Oh.
Very first VXS. Very, 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 very first. Before
The
No
stories
Justice,
we
No
hear,
Peace.
like-
Yeah.
Before No Justice, No Peace. Like Violence of the Lambs OG 2019.
Hold on, I think I still got the graphic.
Yeah, like I made a vignette with fucking Jordan on that shit.
We shot
Wait,
a
so
we
what
sh-
was the original main event?
Jordan versus Daniel Garcia
That's fucking
in 2019.
That's wild.
And I made a video with like Jordan's in the woods and shit, and he has the tweets of like people making fun of him from MLW, like he's too skinny and shit.
Oh, okay.
And he looked different. He was a different human being at the time.
Damn,
He's big
did
now.
you release that video or not?
It's out, but that was like the very, very, very first video.
Gotcha.
Very first video before No Justice, No Peace. Like when it,
Oh, okay.
like when that like things happened, like 2019, before pandemic.
Look at this throwback, bro.
Yeah, look at that.
That was supposed to be his
Oh,
very first.
shit.
Camera can't see it because it's dead. But this is that was my first.
That's like one of my favorite promo pics because
I can still use it,
it looks sick.
but it doesn't reflect my character. Isaac made me this too. This was a long time
Oh,
ago.
Shit.
That's a throwback.
What is that?
I'm gonna show you right now, pa. Hold on.
Oh shit.
Look at this.
Jesus Christ, dude.
The CTB show.
What happened, bro?
Yo, look at Mittens.
No beard. You look fire.
The
Yo, look at Mittens, bro.
I know.
Mittens is a whole different person. Look at Mittens, bro. Tell me
Have
not.
you ever shaved the beard?
Yeah, that's fact.
Me, I
Look
would.
how handsome you look there.
Yo, listen, I would shave the
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
beard.
you're handsome, but like, look how fucking baby face you look.
Book me against Chris Hero. Now loser shaves beard. I'll shave my beard in the ring.
Yeah, let me get Kenny Omega real quick.
Nah, I can't keep up with Kenny. I mean, maybe now that he's fucking half broken, like, I can keep up with Kenny. He probably still out wrestle me with like no shoulders and no knees, bro.
Fucking Kenny Omega's ridiculous. Is it Heroes just doing the indies, right? Or not?
Meet and greets.
Heroes,
Yeah,
Heroes
Joe
gets me tight. I love Chris Hero. Chris Hero's
That's tight.
like out of all my dream matches that are possible, he's like the only one that's possible. Like, and that's either alive and like possible is Hero, and Lufisto too. But like, I don't know.
Probably doesn't want to wrestle.
He's probably content. Like he's probably like maybe he feels like there's not much he needs to do. Or maybe there's something he's just not telling anybody about. Maybe COVID fucked him up because I know COVID fucked up my boy Alphonse's lungs. He has holes in his lungs because of COVID. That's why he can't ref no more. He can't keep up.
Oh shit.
So he could commentate.
Yeah, because it doesn't require you having like
Yeah,
to fucking
facts.
run around and shit. Like
That
you
is
sit
true.
down and just like he lost weight because he's trying to like
That's good.
be able to ref again. But yeah, he can't ref because of that
That's
shit.
wild. Yeah,
So
COVID
maybe-
was fucking people up.
COVID. Fuck. Do you want to talk about people who are fucked up? Kota Ibushi. I just read today he can't. His shoulder's worst.
For real?
His what?
He can't do push-ups. Kota Ibushi's shoulder is getting worse. He like lost like all his strength.
Why? How?
He I think it was last year. It was a title match. He did a Phoenix Splash and landed right on his shoulder. So imagine doing a 450 and landing on your fucking shoulder.
Yeah, I hope he chills the fuck out because he'd be doing some
I mean,
crazy
he hasn't
shit.
wrestled in a year, just about.
Yeah.
He is chilling.
Did he
the
have
fuck
beef with
New Japan, yeah.
Yeah,
He low key implied that they were working with the Yakuza.
No shit, everyone knows this. Everyone knows this.
It's weird though, cause
That shit
After that Dark Side
yeah,
with Onita,
bro.
Well, here's the thing: when the public finds out you work with the Yakuza, like publicly, they like shut you down. 'Cause that's what happened with Pride fighting way back in like the 2000s. Remember, Pride was the #1 MMA company.
Yeah.
What happened?
They had ties to the Yakuza. So like the consumer trust, they were just like, no, like we don't fuck with it no more.
And they were fucking wild in 10-minute round.
Yeah, and then the UFC bought the tape library and the fighter contracts.
Yeah.
So that's when you saw like Vanderlei Silva and Rampage Jackson and all these dudes come to UFC.
That's wild.
Yeah, that they pulled the WCW
Yeah.
fucking, but they used to work together UFC and
UFC
Pride.
rules, dude.
They used to bring Chuck Liddell up there, fucking all these dudes.
Holy shit.
The Iceman, bro.
Iceman.
Yeah. Yo, UFC kind of like fading right now. It was at its peak.
They don't have any. I feel they don't have no like characters. Bro.
Yeah.
Like it's you need that pro wrestling influence a little bit.
The last one they had was McGregor, and that's when UFC was fucking.
Bro, like growing up, we had like Rampage Jackson, Tito Ortiz, Chuck Liddell, Frank Mir, Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, and we had the Ultimate Fighter on TV.
Yeah, Ultimate
Not
Fighter.
Just,
Ultimate
look on the
Fighter.
app and you can watch it.
No
Like,
one's gotta get no app, bro.
yeah,
I
the
think
fuck?
UFC.
I always remember the Rashad Evans versus Rampage.
Oh, that season of Ultimate Fighter was
yeah.
wild.
When my son beat up the fucking door, I
Well,
was like,
was
yo,
it?
y'all
I forgot who it was. Was it? I forgot. It was Ken Shamrock and Tito Ortiz in the season.
Yeah.
And Ken Shamrock's team never won a single fight. I think it was season 3. I think it was Ken and Tito. I think. I forgot which one it was. What season? But none of his fighters won a fight. Like Tito's team won like every single fight, and then when they had the pay-per-view fight, Tito won. Against
Just
Shamrock.
the cherry on top.
Just Tito won.
Yo.
Shamrock was a beast in the 90s. The
Yo,
minute
hell
he
yeah.
went back, he can't. His back and from wrestling, his back and his knees, he can't like do what he used to do.
Yo.
Shout out to Don Fry. Don Fry is one of my favorite fighters of all time.
Yeah.
Don Fry, Bob Sapp. Bob Sapp
Bob
has a
Sapp.
losing streak, but Bob Sapp, bro, like
Crazy motherfucker.
I just want to be how as over as Bob Sapp was.
Crazy
Like
motherfucker.
fuck the losing record. This Bob Sapp, like the beast. And it's like his fucking the way he would walk out, the charisma, the Japanese commercials and shit. Like that's how I'm trying to be. Try to be a Bob Sapp of Japan with an actual winning record.
With an actual winning record.
Well, he was 9-0 or like 10-0, I think it was, and he had like a 30 losing streak.
Oh
'Cause
shit.
I think it was he would get paid to lose fights.
Okay.
So he made it out. He put it on public. He's like, yeah. So like the promoter will pay me to fight for 90 seconds, even if I'm getting hit or not. Once 90 seconds is up, I'm falling. He's like, fuck it. He made his bank. You know, he's still famous and shit in Japan. So
Yeah. Okay.
fuck it, save your longevity. You know, look at guys like Chuck Liddell. They're like broken men now,
Oh hell yeah! You look at the way they walk and shit. It's like
getting beat up. You think
Oh,
wrestling is bad? Fucking
man getting thrown.
CTE, like you can't walk. What was it, Matt Hughes that got into
Yeah,
that big accident? Like he can
Bro.
barely walk.
bro. They had him a couple weeks ago on AEW.
Dynamite. Yeah, him and
my son
my son Tyron Woodley
Yo, and
fumbled the bag against Jake
Yeah.
Paul.
that was bad.
Come on,
Bro, they
Tyron.
showed them, and I said, no way they're gonna make him go into the ring.
Matt Hughes make him do a spot.
And they were like, yo, get in there and beat him up. I said,
Matt
no
Hughes
way.
is like, what are you doing?
Yo, sounds so fucked up, but he was like, I was like, no way they're gonna make him go up the stairs and get into this ring. This man went up the stairs and got into the ring. Had to lift his leg through the middle
sad.
rope. I'm like, yo, just for a check, homie.
For Wardlow.
Yeah.
To fight Wardlow, bro.
Wardlow's awesome.
Yo,
Tyron maybe.
yo, I said, yo,
Tyron-
he takes a bump right now. That would be fucking nuts. I was waiting for it, and then he just shook his hands. I was like, thank God.
Yo,
But
they-
low key, I wanted to see it.
Yo, this Tyron Woodley he just fumbled the bag against Jake Paul. Like no matter what he
Man,
does.
the Pauls are taking over, bro.
The Pauls are taking over, man. Logan Paul's taking over pro wrestling, and
Yeah.
his little brother's taking over boxing.
That's
Oh,
wild.
man, not the MSG, bro.
Yeah, it's not with Tommy no more.
Nah.
Though. It's with I forgot his name.
I have no clue who he's fighting now.
He's fighting some. He's
What
fighting.
pro-
He's fighting
what
someone good
promotion
though.
is
The
that?
person undefeated.
What promotion
I think, no,
is he fighting
he fights under. He was with Showtime Boxing, but I think now he's with Triller, maybe.
Yeah, I think it's Trevor.
Because he was signed to Showtime.
Their Fight TV too. They just bought a partnership right now.
Oh, shit.
I know he was on the Zone for a while, and then they went to Showtime, and now they're back on Triller. I think I could be
The
wrong.
Zone is fucking trash. The Zone is fucking trash. Fuck that shit. It's kind of like Peacock.
They
The
put
WWE network.
Peacock
I never
is
got
awful.
into it. It's horrible.
That shit fucking sucks,
W was so
bro.
the W was so the network was so easy to find like
So
matches
easy to navigate.
because you just
You
search
can
up who you
skip through
want.
matches. It'll tell you what match is next. This
Peacock,
shit you just gotta.
you don't even have
you could-
everything.
Yeah.
They don't
They
got
don't.
everything. Like they don't have. If you have like a VPN, you could change your region to UK to have access to the WWE network. But it shouldn't be all that work, bro.
Facts.
Just bring the network back.
It was so easy to navigate. It was dope as fuck. And then they decided, yo, let's just go Peacock, hoping Peacock would be better. That shit was worse.
It's more
When it
it's
started off, there was
worse.
nothing on there. It was just like, you remember that they were putting shit on slowly? I was like, bro.
Nothing's there. Like they don't got nothing. Like it's so hard to navigate. I just remember before they would have the superstar section or the alumni section. I could watch like Dr. Death matches. Like
Yeah.
there's nothing. Like and you'll click it. It'll be every Dr. Death match or segment. And I think like they're missing that now. I can't go on Peacock. Like I used to watch ECW all the time on the network
Yep.
because I would just find specific matches. Now
You have to watch. You have to
Gotta-
skip
All that
through the
work,
whole
find it.
show.
all that work for nothing.
You gotta
All that
find
work for
shit.
nothing. NXT was awesome. That Cesaro and Zayn match rivalry, amazing.
oh Cesaro and Sami Zayn killed it. NXT.
When, at the
NXT was
beginning,
good.
NXT was fucking ridiculous.
Ridiculous,
even-
right? Bo Dallas and Pac.
I fucked with NXT till about I want to say
So when
2017, 2018. I think I stopped watching when Andrade was champion. It was either Andrade or
Wow.
not that he was a bad champion. I just kind of lost interest at that
Gotcha.
point. Actually, no. When was
It's too much wrestling.
Didn't
nah
happen to me
2019? Because I was into it when like Velveteen Dream was there and
Yeah.
shit, and like Undisputed Era came in. So
that
I
was
was
like an
20
era that you were just like,
like I was really into it from 2014 to 2016. Like every
Gotcha.
week I was watching. Like
Yeah.
now, a few years ago I would just watch the takeovers.
yeah.
But like
Then you
20
start following
2014, 2015, it was fucking
weekly.
watch the show, watch the takeover shows, and then around 2017, 2018, I just watched takeover.
Gotcha.
And I watched like the highlights on YouTube and then just watch takeover like live.
Yeah.
I'll never forget. I was so pissed off when it was Matt Riddle and Chris Hero, and Matt Riddle knocked out Chris
I
Hero
know.
in like 3 seconds.
Yeah.
It was just
Fucking
running knee, and I was so mad. I was like, they do my son dirty, bro. Kings of Wrestling over here.
Yeah.
I would love Kings of Wrestling reunion. Could you imagine at a Ring of Honor show, Death Before Dishonor, you hear fucking
Maybe
the
it'll
Kings of
happen.
Wrestling music,
Maybe that's why he doesn't want to take any
Claudio,
bookings.
Chris Hero, and
Dude, that would
oh,
be sick.
That would be fucking
If I was
insane.
Tony Khan, I'd do it. He might do it. It's still early to tell.
Yo, he'd be wild.
I think Chris Hero will be in Ring of Honor.
You think so?
Yeah.
Chris Hero, he should do something. I just think
He's just chilling right now.
Kings of Wrestling.
Yeah.
King's Wrestling was Ring of Honor was just disgusting since it started. Then it took like I want to think of what year was that.
Oh, you gotta
that
have
kinda
Sarah. You
was
gotta
like,
have Sarah Del
ah.
Rey there too. Forgot. I was trying to find. I forgot what her name was. You gotta have Sarah Del Rey with Kings of Wrestling too.
Oh yeah.
You're right.
Sarah Del Rey, Claudio, and Chris. Oh man,
Never got into Sarah.
No.
I'm bugging.
There's so many other better.
Or
women.
just
Ooh.
put Serena Deeb into Kings of Wrestling. Just replace her because I know Sarah trains at the Performance Center. So just bring Serena Deeb in there.
What about Sonya Strong?
So yeah,
So
Kings of
Serena
Wrestling
Deeb is
Is,
fight for the Ring of Honor belt.
Is she?
Yeah.
Her Mercedes Martinez, right?
Yeah.
I'm dead.
I gotta watch that. first.
What's it called? Tonight there was I got
What's today's
spoiled.
Rampage?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she turned on Mercedes.
Too much AEW people though. I feel you need to have like core Ring of Honor people. Like
Yeah.
bring back fucking
Hero.
the
You need
Kingdom.
separate rosters.
Yeah.
You can't just have
Keep
one
it
blended
separate.
all in and then these people get to be on a pay-per-view. You know what I mean? And then
You can't present someone who's a mid carder or lower
The
mid carder
ROH guys.
has
Yeah, I want that.
has that on like AEW and then they're main eventing Ring of Honor.
Yeah. I do like that JS has been feuding with what's it called, the Combat Club, and Yuta and Garcia have been like feuding on Dark.
And now
and it's like if you know, it's like if you follow Dark, you know they're feuding.
And they had the independent wrestling feud, the IWTV 1 hour long match they fucking had, and now they're gonna wrestle. Bro, that's sick. They should just have like a feud across the independents.
Yeah.
Like I know Garcia is the PWG champion. Could you imagine?
That just happened recently.
Well,
right?
they wanted to. I was watching. They just posted a highlight video yesterday, but I think it was from the one before the last one.
Okay.
I think the one that happened last show was Takeshita and Garcia.
Gotcha.
Because they at the end of the highlight video I watched yesterday, they teased that.
Okay.
I would love to see that match, but man, shout out to PWG. PWG's been part of my childhood for fucking years now.
Oh yeah, it's crazy how much influence that has on like
PWG on wrestling.
Yeah.
And they still use like it. When AEW first said they're gonna let their guys work indies, I was kind of like, oh, like but seeing now like the way they're used and handled is perfect. Like that's fucking awesome.
No, yeah, so.
It's just like,
and it's cool that you have that element that it's like they're also on TV, but also you can go see them
go to
down
your
the
local
block.
indie show and like you see fucking
and they're chilling.
House of Black. I'm gonna share a locker room with House of Black next month.
That's fine.
That shit is wild. I'm gonna pull up locker room like, yo, Brody King, fight me.
I do hate indie promotions though that just focus on that. Like they'll highlight, yo, this is who's gonna be at the show.
Yeah, nah. I think what I liked about old FSW shows way back in the day was FSW shows were like it was just their core students and maybe like one name like here and there.
That's what I'm saying.
But they weren't ever the main event.
If you do it here and there, it's fine. But every show you gotta like that's how you're selling tickets. It's kind of a bad look.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
It's kind of like
I'm not naming names.
It's kind of the same way as saying, "Oh, the Booker's putting the title on himself."
I know, right?
I'm not naming names.
You know what I mean? Like, no, but I'm saying it's like
cashing in, brother.
I'm not naming names either.
They
know who they are.
Yeah,
they know who they are. The shoe fits.
If you get offended, the shoe fits. Sorry to tell you.
The shoe fits. If you offended,
but it's a fact. It's like if that's who you're focusing on, like, because I see them every week on TV. Like, I don't have to. And if everybody's doing it, it makes no sense.
Yeah, I just think. Yeah, I don't know. I just think you don't. If you're an indie company, it's cool to have names to help push sales, but it shouldn't be the core focus of your show. Exactly. And if it is, it should be to elevate someone that you're using already. Yeah. And that's the whole point. Like, why use them otherwise?
Exactly.
Because you bring in a person for one show, what does that do for you in the long term? You know what I mean? Because I could tell you companies right now that they'll bring a name in, they'll put the title on them, and then that person's like they're missing out the next like 3-4 months because they can't. They have other obligations. They're on TV or whatever the case may be.
Like, give me a title, homie. I'm booked. You know what I mean?
I'm on television.
Yeah,
I have a pay-per-view this weekend, not some shindy in Richfield. Sorry, but yeah, like it's wild, man. But back to Ring of Honor, I do think I would have the rosters.
Yeah,
I would just have your own core roster. Bring some of the Ring of Honor OGs. Bring in Kenny King. Bring in fucking the Kingdom. Bring in. I would just sign the Briscoes full time to Ring of Honor. Like I know they had the whole stuff from their past came back.
They probably are on the low.
Yeah, I know. I just know that they can't be signed to like AEW. They might just still use them, but they probably won't sign them.
Yeah.
I know. I was reading something along the lines of like Warner doesn't want the Briscoes signed because of the homophobic slur that they said like back in 2013. It's like listen, like times are different,
and they've talked about it.
I think it's ridiculous.
They've apologized. Yeah. Like, listen, it was a different time back then. You could make jokes.
Brian
like
Kendrick
that,
should have never got canceled. Hot take.
Yeah, he fucking that was the whole gimmick. My man had a Confederate flag on his belt. Jay Briscoe when they made
them boys like they're a hillbilly fucking team from Delaware who lives on a farm, bro. Yeah. Like, it's weird, but here's the thing though. I'm an advocate for free speech. And the thing is, people who want to cancel people, it's also a form of free speech.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So you have the right, if you want to cancel someone, then you have that right. But someone also has the right to speak their mind as well.
Yeah. But also, like, if you look at shit like 10, 12 years ago, You're
Yeah,
reaching,
you
homie.
can.
Like,
Even
come
watching
on.
this, we were talking about The Sopranos. Some of the shit
Yeah.
on that show, like
Oh.
there was a one
couldn't show that
scene.
on
There's
TV.
one scene
The
with
one where are you gonna talk about when Tony comes in and Meadows has a friend over?
no.
Oh,
That
man.
one is one.
That was crazy.
But
that was crazy.
it was from season 4. Like they visit
That was
Meadows'
rough.
house.
That was a rough scene.
Meadows with
With the
Meadows'
boyfriend.
boyfriend.
Yeah.
That was
So I had
bad.
sandals on. Yo, he was
You know what
wild.
this means, right?
You know what this- the one scene where fucking Tony Soprano and Carmela visit Meadows' apartment, where like she has like her roommates and shit, and they're eating dinner and they're talking about this book,
Yeah.
and like someone said it's I'm not gonna say what it is, a certain kind of book,
Why?
and Carmela
I'll say it.
they're saying it was
Whisper it in my ear.
they're saying they're saying the book is a gay book,
Ooh.
Oh.
and like Carmela was like very like against it,
Yeah.
and they were all just like saying like the F word and like all these different words and shit, like.
Yeah.
Just some of the shit from that show, like you cannot like.
No, you couldn't put that on TV today. Well, you could. People are just gonna complain about it.
was
Half
on
of Dave
Showtime.
Chappelle's stand-up material you
Oh,
cannot
what?
use.
I
the
gotta still
Chappelle
see the
show.
new ones.
The
Yeah.
Chappelle show,
Oh, yeah.
Like the
definitely.
one that when they did the wife swap.
Oh yeah. I remember that one.
Yeah, that my man does white face. Wildin'.
He was wild.
That one or the blind redneck. Come on.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
the one that thought he was white.
Yeah.
Yo,
Come on, you couldn't put that
Dave
shit up
Chappelle's,
right now.
Dave Chappelle's a classic, bro.
Hell yeah.
Dave Chappelle's a classic. You gotta put respect on my man's name. Like, listen, like I get people like times different now. People are more open about who they are, and like they should be respected. But at the same token, like I don't know. I just think people should just.
Public advocate, Chris Barton.
It's tough. 'Cause I do believe that there should be an element of like it's not meant to offend anybody. It's not meant to hurt your feelings. It's not meant to be an attack. Like I don't think there's a place for racism. I don't think there's a place for homophobia. I don't think there's a place for any of that shit. But if something is made as a joke, and it's like doesn't really target those things per se.
South Park.
But there's people who make a mountain out of like little things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They'll take a comment that's not really meant to be offensive, and they'll make it offensive.
People are sensitive.
Yeah.
Like, listen, we're
It's reaching. They be reaching. People be reaching.
we're all born in the '90s, grew up in the early 2000s.
Yeah. The shit
We
that-
the shit we've seen and like
man,
peak Family Guy,
peak family.
peak Family Guy.
How about Modern Warfare 2 fucking
Oh,
online?
the no Russian
The best.
scene.
Black Ops.
Yeah, but even playing online, that fucking
That
What a
the
rock.
lobbies.
that lobby was fucking reckless,
What a
man.
rock.
The lobbies now are still reckless, but nowhere near how bad it
No,
was back
hell
in 360
no.
days, bro. Jesus
Crazy.
Christ.
Everyone had a mic.
No, you see, here's the
That's
thing,
why.
though.
That was sick.
And that built you.
My boys and I were
That
talking.
got some hair on your chest.
So my boy and I, we play Cold War from time to time.
Okay.
And like when we were growing up playing Call of Duty, like we used to shit on people who camp, right? Like if you camped, you'd get like bullied out the lobby.
Yeah.
If you camped, if you hard scoped, you got bullied out the lobby.
Yeah.
Me and my boy are playing, like everyone's doing this shit. We're like, yo, what the fuck happened to back in the day where we called these kids squeakers?
Heartscope.
And like there was camping, like, but what happened to the 360 no scope days? Like, you had to be fire back then. Like
Yeah.
you couldn't,
You had to be nice.
you couldn't hard. If I hard scoped and got like a fair kill back in like the late 2000s, everyone would roast your shit. Everyone would be like, yo, get the fuck out the lobby. You suck. You trash. You a hard scoper. Like.
Yeah.
Now, like, they do it all the time. Like, they'll camp in a corner and they'll hard scope you
Yo.
every game. And it's like, yo, like, we need to bring these old school values back.
Those old school values.
We need to bring
Those
those old
lobbies,
school
those
values
lobbies
back.
build character, man. What?
Son, you had to learn how to 360 no scope or else you was getting, like, roasted. You got to use the AK-47U fully equipped it or the Scorpion
Hell
fully
yeah.
equipped it, bro.
That
like,
shit used to humble you. You were like, yo,
You had to.
relax.
You had to. You couldn't get away with it. We used to
Crazy
call
if I-
kids squeakers all the
Yeah.
time. Like,
if
yo,
I put
you
my brother in
squeaker.
that lobby, he's quitting. He's quitting.
In the old school lobby, bro.
Oh,
The shit we probably used to say was wild, bro.
that's-
like regrettable.
Cancelable.
Man, now you think
Cancelable.
about it, and like,
Cancelable. All of it. Everybody.
Yeah,
was into it.
there's been some fire jokes that you can't even read, like you can't even say anymore because you're like, fuck.
You can't even teabag no more without getting.
Yeah.
Ah, come on.
Teabagging was Halo 3 because they had the physics, so you would actually
had the
feel the
physics.
fucking.
That's horrible.
You could see your legs, and you could actually it will actually react to your teabagging.
Horrible.
That shit is wild. You can't have that no more.
Facts.
You can't have that shit no more, bro. I would love, bro. You know what's funny? We're talking about this is kind of, you know, the Dead or Alive games.
Yeah.
So, the whole controversy recently with the Dead or Alive games is that they have like the unrealistic physics with the breasts. But they've had that since day one, since like the very first Dead or Alive. They had like the fucking, they would move like this, like they're fucking waves and shit. So, with the new game, the one that came out a few years ago, they had the option to turn it off, the physics, and like they like lessened how like crazy it was. But I told people, yo, the only way to make it fair is you gotta make the physics for men too. You gotta have physics for the men too. Just imagine like the bulge is like, that's how you shut people up. Just make it fair.
Just make it fair.
Just make it fair, bro. That game is wild, but people were fucking just so offended by everything, bro.
Nah, it's bad.
It takes a lot to offend me.
Oh yeah.
But
and also it's all about upbringing.
I just don't like. I don't fuck with homophobia and I don't fuck with racism.
Yeah.
And like misogyny. That's the one thing I don't fuck with.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Bare minimum shit, but like.
Yeah.
Normal human being.
Normal human being.
Yo, sometimes down.
Yo, definitely.
Wow.
Yo, favorite video games. Let's go.
Favorite video games.
Top 5 right now, Joel. You go first, homie. This is your show.
Madden, of course, is up there.
Which Madden though?
Oh, you want like specific?
Tell me which Madden.
Madden.
For me, Madden 12. Actually, no, 03. I'll fuck the Madden 03 heavy.
03.
For PS2.
I think it's 09.
09 was good.
09 was lit.
10 was good too. 10 is when they really changed the engine a little bit.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Now they haven't touched that.
They haven't fixed it.
Alright, so we got Madden, Modern Warfare 2, of course.
No, the original.
Black Ops. I'm gonna say SmackDown. Here Comes the Pain.
That's valid.
Oof. And then it's a tie between WWF No Mercy and GoldenEye.
Ooh, classic.
Yeah.
Alright, so do you want to go next? Or you want me to go next?
I'm very simple. I like
I'm very
steep.
simple.
Mortal Kombat 1 for Sega Genesis.
Really?
Prince of Persia for Game Boy Advance.
Damn.
SmackDown vs. Raw 07.
07
was
for the
fire.
best.
Soundtrack. Best soundtrack in any wrestling game. Best soundtrack.
Yep.
Skate and Steep.
Skate and Steep. I fuck with Skate.
Skate, skateboarding, and Steep, snowboarding. Fuck yeah.
My top 5 is weird. So number 1.
I love skating games. I'm a big nerd for that.
Yeah, skating games was fucking lit.
Skate 4 is about to come out.
I peeped that. I saw they put out the trailer that says not. You can
register.
Like that.
You can register for the beta for it to play.
Oh, that's fire.
I still play Skate 3 like every other day. Cause I have it on Xbox, so it's backwards compatible.
Yeah.
PS2 all day.
So number 1 is there's 6 games tied for number 1.
Okay.
It's all the N64 AKI wrestling games. So No Mercy, WrestleMania 2000, WCW Revenge, World Tour, Virtual Pro Wrestling 1, and Virtual Pro Wrestling 2. Because they're all essentially the same engine.
Yeah.
No, not all of them. Just all the AKI ones, all the Aki ones. Because they're all the same engine.
Okay.
Just they're all slightly improved amongst each other. So I got to put them all in one because I play all of them sporadically. I have the emulator on my phone. Number 2, Batman Arkham City. Ooh. Arkham City I beat like 6 times.
For real?
Arkham City. God of War 3. Gears of War 2. What is that? 4? No. And Killer Instinct. And has a runner-up Doom. Doom Eternal. Doom Eternal's fire.
For real?
Doom Eternal? Yeah.
I don't think I've ever played that.
You gotta play the new Doom games. The last 2 Doom games that came out are amazing.
Yeah?
Like, they're fast-paced FPSs, like first-person shooters.
Yeah.
They're fucking wild. What's your favorite Call of Duty? Because mine's Black Ops 2.
Modern Warfare 2. And Black Ops 1.
Black Ops 2 for me.
Yeah, 2. I think it's Black Ops 1 for me.
Black Ops 1. Black Ops 1 is number 2 for me. So Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1. I would say Modern Warfare.
So
then I just put everything else.
Low key, I think it was it Civil War? That was kind of fire.
Civil War? No, there was
it
Cold War. Cold War.
It might have been Cold.
Cold War came out 2 years ago. So
no,
it was Vanguard. I never touched. I never touched the last one that came out. We're all just on our phones right now. You know
Hold on,
what?
I'm looking up the game. That's why I'm like, what
Nah,
was
you
the name of
good.
it?
You good. Isaac's on Twitter, right now, just
He's on
chilling.
Twitter chilling.
Twitter.
He's probably
Listen to all the
talking mad
fucking Modern
shit.
Warfares.
Yeah, on Twitter. I ain't listen to all the Modern Warfares, B.
What's it called?
All the Call of Duty games.
Yo, let me show you.
World at War. That's what it's called.
Let me show you this
Oh,
picture.
that one's that was so
World at War
good.
was fire.
That was so good.
That's
Gunny.
Gunny sent me that picture. Shout
World
out to
at-
Gunny.
World at War is so
what
good.
the fuck? Where is this?
It was like Casanova Valentine's July 4th show. I sent Isaac
Oh,
this
shit.
one. It's the
You
greatest
didn't
picture.
send me this.
Yes, I did.
No, you
Like,
didn't.
And Casanova's right next to me.
Yeah,
Yeah, I never
See
saw
him right
this.
there.
Yeah, that's dope. That's a dope photo.
That's
It's just
fucking
me
sick.
pretending the
Thought.
strippers don't exist.
Yeah, that's fire.
There's an old school saying we had. I don't know if you remember. If she breathes, that's all I'm gonna say.
What?
You never heard this phrase?
If she breathes.
If she breathes, she's a thought.
Oh my god.
It's just old.
That's funny.
That phrase was like when I was
It's
in
like a
fucking
vine.
high school. There was like, if she breathes, she a thought. It's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
People even say that anymore? Thought.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still use that shit.
There's some
I
lingo.
still use that shit.
There's some lingo I haven't used in that long. Like nobody. I don't say yo. I'm gonna cut your ass anymore.
Yeah.
Like you don't never
That's
see me
true.
say yo. Yo,
And
I'm gonna
I
cut your
haven't
ass.
heard that shit in a while.
Long time, like middle school. I ever yo. Let me cut your ass real quick. Yo, I'm gonna cut your ass right now. What are those like? This violating. What else I haven't
The
heard?
best
In
is
that
that you
long?
gave a heads up though. Yo, let me cut your ass real quick.
Hard body.
Hard
I
body.
say it from time to time. Hard body.
Oh god. Hard body.
Yeah.
I've never heard that one.
You never heard that one?
No.
Hard body.
Heard John. Deadass.
John. Yeah.
Sean.
What else we got? We're talking New York, old school New York lingo or current New York lingo? What the fuck? I was talking to my boy. So this makes sense to any person from New York, but
Okay.
nowhere else. Yo, he dumb smart.
Yo.
Who?
Yeah.
Yo, you dumb
It's like
smart. He said, who?
I've never heard that one.
Yo, you
You
dumb
never
smart.
heard dumb smart? No?
Yo,
That's
bro,
like-
yo, bro, I'm mad happy.
Yeah. Like,
It's like
mad
oxymorons.
dumb. Yeah. It's all like
You dumb
Yeah,
stupid.
mad, I know, but not
Yo,
dumb.
yeah, like you dumb smart, bro.
Dumb smart.
Yo,
Yo, she
yo,
dumb
yo,
thick.
I said,
Yeah, like she dumb thick.
I said who?
I'm dumb strong,
I'm
like shit
dumb
like that.
strong.
Yeah.
I'm dumb brolic, bro. Like it's people like
You never heard that before?
Not dumb.
you don't hang out in New York enough, bro.
I hang out with too many people.
Cause my son
dude.
going to New Jersey all the time.
Yeah, they say
Fucking
John,
shows.
John, and get out of town.
And my son be in LA
I just
living
started.
life.
I just started saying I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I just started saying
Keep
that.
it a
I'm gonna keep it a
buck.
buck. Yo, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you.
You always say that, though.
I just started
Yeah,
saying that
they-
recently.
You always say that, though.
it got
You
taken
always said
over
that.
with I'm gonna be 100.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you.
I'm gonna keep it 100.
Dead ass. It was like the
That ass, of course.
That's a
That's
classic.
that shit's still in my vocab.
dead ass. The cutting ass one is old. School.
Yeah. That's a fact.
Yeah,
Yo, how long we been on here?
that's a great question. Dude.
Shit, it's an hour and a half. Holy shit.
It's shooting the shit, bro.
Yo, that's a fact.
Shooting the
That's a
shit.
fact, man. I appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you, bro.
I appreciate y'all. Of course. Yeah, so we went an hour and a half. Shit was dope. We talked about a lot of shit.
A lot of shit.
Lot of shit, a
We
lot
might
of
regret
random
it.
shit.
We might regret it tomorrow.
Fuck it, it's alright.
It's alright.
Yeah, like
Like-
how you sat back and was like,
I know, that's why I'm like, I'm gonna let him talk shit. He gets the heat. He
I
gets
get
the
all.
heat.
I get all
Nah,
the
you
heat.
chilling, man. We didn't say no names in there.
I ain't say names.
Yeah, if the
Yeah.
shoe fits, that's on you, homie.
Right.
The
right,
Don't be
right.
mad at me.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I gotta do the shoe
Can't
fits
be,
is on you.
yeah, you
Right.
can't be mad at me if you get offended.
Exactly.
I didn't say a name.
Valid.
I would say names, but I don't
Oh, I
want to
would-
get y'all
I
in
would-
trouble.
I
I don't
would-
want to get y'all in
I
trouble.
would say names, but my dumb ass. You know what? No.
Stop.
Nah, we not gonna do that. We not gonna wild
We gonna
out.
wild out on people. We nice here.
Facts. We dumb nice over here.
Stupid. Who?
So yeah, this was another episode of the Street Sheet Podcast. Fucking just chilling and shooting the shit, man.
Shooting the shit.
Hell yeah. Shout out to my son Isaac. Shout out to my son Chris. Tell them where to follow you.
You can follow me, official _ Chris Barton on IG,
Yes, sir.
Beast _ Barton on Twitter, and Chris Barton on Facebook.
That Bushwick Beast, baby.
That's right.
You find me at Andy Sandberg on Instagram. At Ellen DeGeneres on Twitter. VXSWrestling.com.
Nice.
At VXS Wrestling.
No, but Ellen DeGeneres is really his Twitter, so like, go shoot him. Go shoot him.
Go show him a DM.
Any negative feelings you have, go shoot it. Ellen DeGeneres
Yeah,
on Twitter.
facts.
Yeah. Yo, VXS sucks. At Ellen DeGeneres.
She's gonna be like, what is a VXS?
It's like a virus? What?
Yo.
Nah, you're gonna have Ellen pull up to a show.
Fucking clown, man.
What
Yeah, yo.
Or Sofia Vergara could pull up.
And that's how we end the show.
Well, that's a fact. Thank you guys for coming through. Thank you to all the listeners. If you've made it this far, thank you for listening. This shit was dope. Having a good ass time, just chilling, man. But yeah, follow the podcast at Street Sheet Pod. You could subscribe on Spotify, YouTube, Apple, and wherever podcasts can be listened to. And yeah, we'll catch you next time, man. Peace.
You.